Hi. In today's tip of the day, I'll show you how to create volumes with Docker, so you can give your containerized applications a place to store persistent data. To follow along, you'll need to have Docker Desktop installed if you're using Mac or Windows, or the Docker engine if you're on Linux. If you need help setting up your development environment, we've got a link to instructions in the description. Now, let's create a new volume. We're going to dedicate this volume to logging the results of simulated die rolls, so we'll name it d6vol, and we'll create it by entering the command docker volume create d6vol. With this command, we're creating a new volume and giving it the name d6vol. And we see it takes just a moment to complete and then returns us the name of the volume we've created. Now we're going to write our simple little app in Python. So let's create a new container from the Python base image. All right, the syntax here can be a little confusing at first glance. Let's take a moment to break it down. We're executing docker run as usual, specifying the name d6 for our new container. The it argument gives us an interactive shell. The v argument identifies and mounts a volume to the container. The first instance of d6vol before the colon specifies the volume to mount. In this case, d6vol, which we just created. The second instance of d6vol tells us where we will be able to find the contents of this volume in our new container, a directory called d6vol. We could have called this directory anything, but in this case, we're just using the same name as the volume. Next, we're specifying the source of the container image. And finally, we're opening a bash shell. Now we're working in a bash shell within our container. So let's take a look at our container file system with the ls command. We should see the directory where the d6 app volume is mounted. And there we are, d6vol. So let's change directory right into that. Okay, nothing here, and that makes sense. It's a new volume that we just created. So let's create something to fill up this volume. Let's create an empty text file. So we'll call this d6log.txt. Next, we'll create a file for our application logic. And then we'll download the command line text editor nano so we can work on these files. We'll use apt to download nano. And we'll do a quick update here. There we go. We've got nano. So first, let's open up our program file. And here, I'm going to just immediately paste our program. Since we're focused on Docker rather than Python here, we won't dwell too much on the app, but there's a link in the description for you to copy the code if you'd like. The basic idea here is that we're going to first import the module to get a random integer, and we're going to identify our file here where we're going to be storing some data, and we're opening it in append mode so that every time we write data to it, we're just adding to what's already there. We're going to assign a random integer between 1 and 6 inclusive to a variable. We're going to print that variable to the console. We're going to convert that value to a string, and then write that to the file, and then we're going to close the file. Okay, pretty simple. Let's save this by pressing Control-O, press Enter or Yes, Control-X to quit nano. All right, so let's test the program. And let's test it a few more times. So we're getting different results like we would hope to. 5, 1, 6, 4, 4. Now let's open up our log file. And we see our results stored here. 5, 1, 6, 4, 4. Great. But the idea here is that this d6vol directory links to our d6vol volume and creates persistent storage for an ephemeral container. So let's test that out. Open a new tab in your terminal, and we'll open another container. This one's going to be based on the Nginx image. We can imagine maybe we're going to develop a web app based on this die rolling script, and we're using Nginx as our base. but we're going to mount the same volume. So we're going to type docker run name nginx d6. We're going to use the interactive shell argument again, as well as the volume mount argument. We're using d6 vol again. This is based on the nginx image, and we're going to run bash. All right, we're inside this second container. So let's take a look around at our file system. We see we've got d6 vol again. Let's check it out. Hey, we have the two files that we were just working on. So let's first, just because why not, let's see if we can run this. No, of course we can't. We're in an Nginx container, right? We don't have Python. But let's look at our d6 log file. Now, we'll need to get nano again. Okay, we have the same contents in our file. The 5, the 1, the 6, the 4, the 4. We can even modify this file. So we'll save this again with Control-O, exiting with Control-X, and let's go back over to our first container and take another look at our file. All right, test has carried over. So the exact same information is here in the log file being accessed by both containers simultaneously. I hope this was instructive. Make sure to check back to view our other tips and to follow the links in the description if you would like to further explore some container fundamentals. Thanks for watching.